behind, keep the pressure low as the minutes lean ahead. Instead of holding what was said further than I meant to stay, paths begin to open beneath the roots ahead, and the drift I follow. One slight turn settles past its mark. I keep letting through. Somewhere motion starts to differ, flow shifting on its own. Somewhere course not intended, still it stays. Strange how every part falls right, takes its shape as it turns within. Way I stayed on, bent off around me, bearing realigned, roving on. Out of that another came to be, holding every part I found. Somewhere motion starts to differ, flow shifting on its own. Somewhere course not intended, still it stays. Holding place just to remain right here, takes its shape as it turns within. Far beyond that point, this time one line stayed after all that, in the same space, no trace held beyond. Two views met at a small point, showing one remaining, saw the torn turn again. Shifts in tone begin across the words ahead, and the pause we follow. Each reply moves through the space we keep speaking on. Missed the turn before through broken threads, now moving across the same low phrase. Strange how all of it comes together, it settles in. That one line returns. No clear phrase was there to keep this, still it shaped a line. From that line a meaning grew on its own, filling every part we missed the turn before through broken threads, now moving just the same low phrase, standing quiet just to remain right here. It settles in at one line: return, return to that last line again. Hovering fingers pause me on this last shot. No action carried through. Neutralize, hold in the frame, showing slight reaction. Wash my hand, stop there. Fading taps unfolding across the images left, and the pause I trace. Each next move lingers over the frayer. I keep staying still. Caught that moment once through passing views, still moving across that last held look. Hard that every piece locks in, forms in place. No, that look remains. No clear thought was there to keep this, yet it formed a pause. From that image a meaning grew on its own, holding every trace I saw. Caught that moment once through passing views, still moving across that last held look. Holding still just to stay with that one shot. Forms in place. Now that look remains at that one shot again. The space narrowing barely, soft warmth fading out, lines passing through, forms we almost leaned into. What could have closed the gap? Pause before touching. Little at a time, focus leans off at the edges. Hours loosen their weight, and we hold where we stop, not choosing to cross. Almost close enough to reach it, air caught in between. Almost space left untouched, it remains. Nothing here that I would step toward, leave it as is, kept like this. Minor turns don't land where they could, still we move in pattern. Broken seconds slowly pull away, holding distant steps. I leave it as it is, just to stay near this line. Leave it as is, kept like this. Leave it as is, kept like this. Faint outline stayed unbroken, not sure what stayed. Time kept pulling me around it. Late hours grew heavier, carrying old weight. Guess I couldn't drop it. Let it ease, barely releasing. Little parts held on past their time. Set it down, far from even without trying. I see why I kept it too long. Unsaid thoughts turn repetitive, no clear ending found. Something distant stayed within me. Even so, that hold kept me there. Let it ease, barely releasing. Little parts held on past their time. Set it down, far from even without trying. I see why I kept it too long. Lingering traces across the silence, waiting to dissolve. Understanding